We're live. Hey guys, welcome to live Give It a Shot, and we have some special guests, and that would be John Wallison. He's joined us in person this time, and we also have from American Beer TV guys. We have Mr. Bill Hemphill, and he's in California right now, and he's going to learn us on some.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Stone.
Pleasure to be here with you guys. So, very cool. Yeah. I'm excited about this.
I'm excited. I've been waiting to try this new. This is Stone's 17th anniversary, and this is supposed to be some pretty amazing beer. Now, Bill told me that he's tried a lot of Stone's beers, and he said to me on Facebook that this was one of the most interesting beers he's had in a long time. So
exactly.
What can you tell us about this beer?
Well, basically, this is technically an IPA or an Imperial IPA. Mm-hmm. The thing that makes this one so special is it's done pretty much as a German IPA. Uh-huh. So a standard IPA is going to use traditional malts, and they're going to use, especially here on the West Coast, they're going to use Cascade, Chinook, Citra hops. They're going to use these hops that have a big, piney, resiny, floral, citrus kind of aroma. That's kind of what they're known for.
Is this one going to have a piney kind of taste?
Nope, okay. Not at all. Simcoe and Mosaic, these are all hops that West Coast IPA hopheads just know and love and just are enthralled with. However, this one is done completely different. It's actually a German IPA using all German Pilsner malt. That's it. So it's going to be really light in the malt, really crisp, really clean in terms of the malt profile, and then all German noble hops. German noble hops have a lower alpha acid, so they're normally not as bitter. So what they did is they just used a fuck ton of hops in this. They used. Can I swear on that?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
Awesome. So I didn't even think about that. So they just used a whole bunch of German hops. Now that's going to give you German hops are going to have some more of a grassy taste, and aroma, and spicy. You're going to get some black pepper on this.
Oh wow!
So it's going to be really unique. So no one's ever done a German IPA. Although I'm hoping more people do. I really enjoyed this, and I'm really hoping that someone does a 6% version of this and makes it available year-round. And if not, I'm going to just start homebrewing.
Because if this is really flavorful, then this will be like something that everybody would want all the time.
Exactly.
And they probably can't do it at 9.5% all the time. That looks like a real big deal to brew this. So.
Well, Stone's pretty much mastered the big high gravity beers, so they can. Brew. Most of their stuff is. This
is a double then, right? A double IPA.
Yeah, a double IPA or Imperial IPA.
Imperial. Yep. Okay, because I read it on the internet. It said Imperial double IPA.
Oh, wow. Yep.
I just use both terms. Yeah.
Okay. I was. Well, Imperial is high, but then to make it a double is even higher. Is what I.
Yeah, I've never heard of an Imperial double. What you're hearing now is triple IPA.
Triple. Okay.
Yeah, which there's a couple. Simtra from Kern, I believe it's Kern Brewing Company. They have one like that, or Knee Deep, excuse me. Simtra is about 11%. Obviously, Pliny the Younger from Russian River. So, but you guys want to crack it open and get into it, and taste it a little bit?
I'm going to show the audience really quick the webpage of this looks like. So that's that. Right. So this is what this looks like, guys.
So this is the actual Stone webpage. What is it? Stonebrewing.com.
Right. Mm-hmm. Stonebrewing.com. Yeah.
Right. So that's what it looks like, guys.
And there's lots of information on the webpage. Which
tons.
Is one thing I like.
And I can't get it to go back to the main.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It messed up again.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the main view this time.
So let's see. What can I
do? Reload. Click on reload. See what happens.
Right. And welcome back.
There we go.
And
That wasn't too bad.
That was retarded. Oh. It never does that to us.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a first.
So we got more pictures to show too.
Yeah, and now I'm afraid to show them.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe I can.
I think we should get done with this.
I'll edit them in later.
Yeah. Let's crack this open.
Yeah.
So we have some pictures of the bottle cap as well that we'll do when I edit it later.
Yeah.
So
So we
See
got
if we
some
can-
great information. Go ahead.
yeah,
For it.
all right.
So we went to the
There's
actual
our pouring.
website. And
Bill getting a shot of the
Bill's got the pour. Yeah, look at that.
Nice. This is what I'm talking about. How clean and clear that is. I mean, you can
There you go. Okay.
see me through the
yeah, it's
there,
actually
you know.
really clear.
Really clear.
Yeah.
Leave some room to get some aroma on this because the aroma is a big deal. So
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I need to crack this one open too, guys.
It looks like I haven't bison.
well, Hefeweizen should be actually cloudier than that. I mean,
Yeah.
Mine's pretty cloudy.
clear that is.
Mine's pretty cloudy. You see?
All right.
That's just pretty. It's a pretty beer.
Click on one, Chris. There you go.
It just let it settle.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, we even have some.
Get your nose in it right away. Stick
Yeah.
your nose in and start smelling it right away.
Oh,
Yeah, try not to snort it. That's never
No,
good.
I tried doing that on the last show. It didn't work very well.
No.
It does have a nice crisp, clean smell. It doesn't smell a little bit of a hoppy smell, but it
Yeah.
doesn't
It
smell.
does
like
have
it's
some
gonna be as
greenness, but yeah, it. This is more the spiciness,
good. Mhm.
It smells really light.
grassy.
I get a little spice too. Yeah.
Light, spicy. I smell more the alcohol. Spicy.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it smells really light.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
doesn't
think
smell
that's
like an
seating
IPA at all.
Yeah. Well, wait. Yeah, you want to taste it?
Wait till we
Let's
sit.
taste it.
Guys
All
ready?
right.
Let's go for
Yeah.
it.
All right,
Cheers.
Everybody.
Let's give it a shot.
All right, so cheers.
Give it a shot. Well, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
The bitter is there, that's for sure, but it's not. I don't want to spit it out. It's not that bad.
Not yet.
Yeah.
What was this?
Well, this is great.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of aftertaste.
I can kind of
Yeah.
taste
It lingers.
some spicy
It does.
overtones. Yeah.
A little bit of that black pepper in there,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm starting to get it
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
and it is definitely a pretty bitter beer, although in a totally different way than all the other bitter beers you've ever had.
Yeah.
Totally different way.
Yeah. I'm thinking of like Nelson Imperial IPA, where
Right.
it was bitter.
Yeah.
And it had lots
Yeah.
of flavor. It was nice. The
Yeah.
first time around, my palate wasn't ready for it. When we tried it,
Right.
Dude, it killed your palate for a couple
Yeah.
weeks.
we did a revisit on it not too long ago. It's not on the web yet, but pretty soon. But we did a revisit, and we actually gave it much better.
Okay,
Actually,
cool.
smelling a lot better now too.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, that's one interesting thing. You brought up a good point, William. Sometimes after you take a sip and you go back and you smell it again, it has a totally different nose now. It kind of opens up.
Yeah, I can smell the flower now.
Yeah, it's got some now, some more floral.
Yeah.
So this is a crazy beer. This is totally different, unique style. No one does anything like this. No one does an IPA with German hops and German malt. You can't get anything else like this. Period. Yet. Hopefully that'll change.
Yeah.
But you see what I mean?
Mm.
Imagine if you had like a 6% scaled down kind of version of this, or 5%. It would be just a great, easy drinking lawnmower beer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, it would probably taste pretty much darn like the same because I really can't recognize any kind of actual alcohol taste
No.
on it.
It's super smooth for being 9.5%.
Yeah.
I can't tell this. Never mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
I know a lot of the beers we've had that have been like barrel aged and whatnot, or 9% alcohol, and you go to taste it, and it's like putting liquor in your mouth.
Yep.
And this one, I don't think you can really.
So
I can't really
that's what they're talking
Yeah,
about.
great
That it's
job.
balanced in such a way
Yeah.
that you get to tasting bitter, but it's not overwhelming. I mean, the actual bitter number is high, but it doesn't really taste as bad.
Well, the thing is also they had, like I said, the alpha acids, which are the compound in hops that create bittering, are really low in German hops. So they
Okay.
had to use huge amounts of hops to get this amount of bitterness, and so that kind of contributes to that a really high IBU number, but at the same time, those hops are not renowned for their bitterness, so it's not as bitter as that number suggests.
Okay.
So, but I think this is amazingly crisp and drinkable. I can just drink this. I mean, for a 9.5 Imperial IPA, I love it. I think it's really good.
I'm giving it kind of a, I'm happy about this. This is good. I thought this would be much more tart and hard. Let's try it with, guys. We got our pretzels.
We got the pretzels.
Yeah, because
not just any pretzels.
Our theory is.
Are you guys sponsored by them yet?
No, I wish.
Yeah, you're bringing up a sore spot there.
We got drunk one night and talked bad about them. They haven't talked to us since.
We're trying to see. Our theory is that the saltiness would enhance the ability of our taste buds to taste the beer.
The
plus, if
thing
anything,
may or may not be true.
And plus, if anything, like the actual bread part of it would kind of clear it a little bit. Open up the taste buds.
What it's going to do, German Pilsner malt has some of that pretzely. If you've drank some lagers, I've had some that literally tasted like pretzel.
Really?
Because,
wow.
Well, it's the malt. I mean, the malt's not all that different than the flour used
bread yeast
for bread. So it's going to enhance the malt profile of this beer in particular.
So now that I've taken a couple bites of this, let's see what it does. Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. Yeah.
It brings out what it's doing is it's bringing out the malt profile. So now you can taste the malt more.
Yeah.
Do I get a drum roll?
Sure.
I want a drum roll. The hell? Am I tasting lemon now?
Is it bad? Is it good?
No, it's good.
Okay.
It's definitely bringing out. I think the peppery or whatever.
Yeah.
The spiciness of the hop fruit.
Yeah, because it tastes a little bit like a little bit acidy, like a lemon or something like that. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, Bill,
awesome
I see why you like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not an IPA person.
Actually, yeah, I like it a lot better with the pretzel.
But man, this is actually.
Because now
I would have been scared.
I'm glad that you explained, why this is a good beer. Because otherwise we wouldn't know. I mean, looking at the website, it says
that right there would have freaked me out. The 102 IBU.
Yeah, I know you guys have had your run-ins with hops before. Came away a little beaten.
Yeah,
and that's why I kind of wanted to really do this one because yes, it's hoppy, but it's hoppy in a totally different way.
It is,
and so it's just a totally different animal. And there's absolutely nothing like it, and it's a limited time thing. So once these are gone, unless Stone decides to come back out with it, once this is gone, it's gone for good. So you kind of grab these.
You get it now.
And we learned that about some of these other ones. When they say they're going to brew it only one time, it's pretty true. You were real fond of lemongrass, and that's not coming around again.
Yeah, Brothers lemongrass.
I've been wanting to try that.
It was gone.
That's it. So this is a nice treat. It's like this is would you call this a big beer?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I mean, 9.5% double IPA. You don't get much bigger.
Oh, okay. So
maybe bourbon barrel aged stout is about the only way you can really go much bigger than a 9.5% Imperial IPA. So
what do you mean by bigger?
I mean,
big beer,
big alcohol.
I'm just curious. Okay.
Big alcohol, big flavor. The term that we kind of talk about is whether a beer is sessionable, which means that you're going to be able to sit down and drink 4 or 5 of them and enjoy it. This beer, most people, I exclude myself, would not be able to sit down and drink, do a session of this beer because it's got so much flavor going on. That hoppiness is so much. The alcohol is really high, so it's not sessionable, and it's a big beer. It's it's
like it's a special. It's a special
meal.
It's not it's not 4%. It's not 4%, and it's not these watered down, fizzy yellow beers, like Bud Miller Coors or something like that people just sit and chug. So this is, a pour of it is 2 of those easy.
Man, the more I sip this, guys, the better it is. The first couple sips were sort of a shock to my tongue, but now,
I think I am tasting what I'm tasting. It tastes like kind of lemony. Is like the herbal or floral part of it.
You got it.
Yeah,
I'm also getting I can kind of sense, I can't really taste it, but I can sense the high alcohol in it.
I was going to say, as I'm drinking this, the more I drink it, the more I get that. I can taste the alcohol.
Well, what's happening is, now that your tongue has been kind of blasted by hops, if you went and you got a hoppy beer, if you went and got a hoppy beer right now, or a mildly hoppy beer, let's say a regular IPA, you wouldn't taste hardly any hops in it whatsoever.
Yeah.
I did that one time. I had Stone and Joy By on cask with dry hop with Simcoe and Moteca hops. It was
I almost bought that beer, but I didn't do it.
Enjoy By?
Yeah,
you get Enjoy By. It's one of the most fantastic beers on planet Earth. It's fucking awesome. If you
I didn't do it. I didn't, like,
Yeah.
Where's the sound effects? Hold on. It is the coolest beer in the world. There we go.
Sorry guys, I
know I went past this more part too.
Well, there's still a little bit left,
yeah.
Guys, so yeah, it's fine. If you run out, we're good.
Well, I just know we got a slam zone.
Oh no, well that's kind of our
so you don't want to slam it,
Bill. If you want to, that's what we do on some of these.
Yep.
We don't do it.
I'm gonna slam it right now.
I don't think I.
No, I have the other one for that.
Okay, he's ready.
No.
But what I mean
I was
is,
gonna say, I think we should appreciate this.
Yeah, because sometimes these beers that cost what you do per bottle, we don't like to just slam them because that's.
Well, we do what Chris says: put your big boy pants on.
Yeah,
I gotta put my big boy pants on. So,
but that was the tradition of some of the other beers. It's like, hey, if it doesn't really taste good by sipping it, maybe a whole bunch of it over your taste buds at once makes it taste good.
Actually,
it kind of does sometimes.
I think once you get down to the bottom end there, sometimes that's kind of.
But that's not. If you want to, you sure can. But I don't.
Well, the way I get from slamming it is like most people when they drink beers, they like to slam them. So I like to get the effect. What is the effect out of slamming this beer? Is it going to burn? Is it going to feel good? Is it better to slam it than sip it?
Yeah. But if you slammed it and it was good when you sipped it and it doesn't taste good slammed, well, now what?
Then we'll tell them. You tell them. That's why. That's why we do it. Just tell them. Don't do it.
I'm all out of beer. How do you know when you've had enough?
Especially one like if you slam one like this too, that's 9.5% alcohol by volume.
You could chug this.
Yeah, you get drunk pretty darn quick.
Yeah, real quick.
I mean, this is pretty amazing for how drinkable it is. You know.
I agree with you. It's really good. I've never had a beer higher than 77 IBU, and I'm enjoying this one.
And that doesn't look like a 9.5% beer at all.
No.
You know,
it's a nice IPA. Yeah, it's really
good. It's crazy.
And the taste of it too.
Now that I've poured it for a little bit, it's kind of cloudy, sort of. It's more the condensation on my glass.
Yeah.
But it's pretty clear. Not bad.
I was gonna say, I kind of like what Bill said. It's not yellow; it's more of a caramel.
Yeah,
more of a toasty color.
It's got a nice color
It
to it.
is clear. It is.
It's definitely a very typical IPA beer color.
Actually, what's funny is it reminds me of the Pilsner.
Yeah, I can see John's face upside down.
Which is exactly.
There it is. What does that mean?
I don't know what it is. I mean, it's made with a Pilsner malt. So,
okay.
If you were going to make an actual Pilsner, you would just use this malt, only like about half of it.
Yeah.
Or a third of it. You know, a third of it. So it is that super clean kind of malt.
It is.
Which is kind of cool because I've been wanting to try more Pilsners. Because we haven't really done. I think we've done one Pilsner.
We did an American Pilsner.
Yeah, that was a
Prima. That was it.
Yeah,
actually for an American Pilsner.
Yeah.
That's the best German substitute.
Yeah, that was pretty decent.
Yeah.
We did that on a
Which one was
live.
that?
The Prima Pills?
Yeah, Prima
Oh,
Pills.
Victory Prima Pills, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. I mean, for being an American brew, I thought it was like pretty close to German.
If you're
pretty
looking
nice.
for something like that, craft brewers have traditionally stayed away from lagers, primarily because the concept of lagers and pilsners is kind of the antithesis of the craft beer movement. Lagers are supposed to be really clean and easy to drink. What that basically means is less flavor. And craft beer is all about more flavor. They're all about making good flavorful beers. I mean, if you want beers with no flavor, you drink Bud Miller Coors. That's what it's for. They're trying to brew it scientifically as close to water as they can possibly get. which as a brewer,
good job of it.
That's right.
Good job.
As a brewer, that's a really hard thing to do, and hats off to them for that scientific feat. However, it tastes like crap, and I don't want to drink it. So the thing about craft beer is it's all about more flavor. So that's why you don't see too many American craft breweries actually doing lagers. That's starting to change because just like everything's cyclic, they're coming back around. New Belgium does their shift pale lager, which is actually pretty nice.
Yeah,
Firestone,
we like the New Belgium stuff that they do so far.
Firestone Walker just did their Pivo Pilsner, which is a little bit of a hoppy Pilsner. Pretty darn nice.
We just drank their porter.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Firestone Walker does amazing stuff, and they have a barrel program that's just deserved.
Yeah, we did the, some sort of smoked porter. Is that what we did there, Willie? We did a smoked porter. Firestone. Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't think
we set it up yet, though. We haven't edited it or anything.
No, that was live.
Oh, was it live?
No.
No!
It was live, but it just went up.
Yeah, it was kind of like
didn't have to edit it because I used Google Plus to do it.
It was kind of like a show, but it wasn't Google Hangouts, but it was Google Hangouts. Yeah, it was like a show in Google Hangouts.
Where we didn't add anybody to it; it was just us in my kitchen.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
it
so
was very easy.
I'm enjoying this beer. I think that this is hey guys out there, if you're watching this right now, and I don't think you can get this at the grocery store, but we have our good
special brew
store.
Yeah, we would put the picture up, but it would probably destroy our. Yeah.
But you might be able to find this what do you call it?
Götterdämmerung.
Götterdämmerung.
So
it almost sounds like
it right.
If it was English, it'd be Götterdämmerung.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I got it damn wrong.
Götterdämmerung. Basically, it's I believe that's Wagner's Cycle of the Rings, which was a German opera. Ride of the Valkyries from Apocalypse Now.
Yep.
It's from this.
Götterdämmerung.
I'm gonna say one thing.
I was gonna say it sounds like a cool heavy metal band.
Yes, Götterdämmerung.
I'm gonna say one thing.
What's up?
I feel pretty warm and toasty right now. It was pretty good. And my face is over it, probably.
You can start to feel that it is 9.5.
Yeah, you can't taste it.
At first you can.
It creeps up on you.
Yeah, I can taste it now. Like Bill was saying, it kind of my tongue's a little numb to the hop now. So
yeah,
taste everything.
Yeah,
so the other flavors start to come out.
What did you say, Bill? That when your tongue is blasted by the hops?
Yeah.
Now that it's destroyed.
Now that it's scoured clean.
That's what happened to you.
Yeah.
The first time we had the Nelson Imperial IPA, destroyed his tongue.
You almost just elbowed John in the face.
Did
when
I?
you pointed across, you're just like,
My arm was far away.
Oh yeah,
It's yeah. It may look like it.
you're gonna knock each other out over there.
Yeah, that's what we get.
We're dumb.
Yeah, I think when I drink my.
You okay?
I think I drank my first really bitter beer, and then other beers didn't.
Yeah, like the next couple shows
No.
after that, you really taste the bitterness. Amazing.
Yeah, I actually did that. I had this amazingly crazy hoppy beer at a bar one time, and then I went back to another just basic IPA that I knew I liked, Ballast Point Big Eye IPA, and I could taste no hops at all. It tasted like straight malt, and I was like, "What the hell?" and I'm like, I know this is a hoppy beer, and I couldn't taste any hops whatsoever. I mean, go grab a hoppy beer out of the fridge and see if you can taste any hops. You won't.
So a malty beer, would that be more of a
stout,
porter,
porter,
a sweet sensation? Would that add more sweets to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, because
I can taste
it can. It can. The thing is, you got to realize that yeast eats sugar, and so any sweetness from any source is going to be eaten by the yeast and converted into alcohol. So, for instance, I just got a 6-pack from Anchor. It's their autumn seasonal. It's called Big Leaf Maple, and it's actually an Irish red made with maple syrup. However, the thing is that, so you think maple syrup, oh, this has maple syrup in it, and it's going to be sweet. And the yeast eats the sugar. So there's no sweetness to it whatsoever.
So it probably just made it high in alcohol.
Yeah.
It increased the alcohol, but now you got to ask yourself, so what is the flavor? If I asked you what the flavor of maple syrup is, what would you say?
Yes.
Oh, it's sweet and
You'd say
mapley,
sweet.
I guess. Yeah.
You'd say sweet. So if you now, what is the flavor of maple syrup without
the sweet.
without sweet?
That'd be
Sour, maybe
Mark.
tree sap.
You might be able to
Exactly.
detect it.
It's woody. It's kind of smoky, and you can kind of pick that up out of the beer. And so whenever you do something with fruit or whatnot, it's kind of a thing you got to ask yourself is, what is the true essence of that fruit? Like,
when you take the sugar out of it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a little weird.
You know what? That's probably where I'm getting a lot of the taste from. Where it's like, you eat a piece of fruit, let's say like banana, right? You eat the banana, it tastes fantastic, but you eat the peel of the banana, it tastes all soury one. That's probably what I'm tasting. So it's gonna take away, it's like the banana, but you take away all the sugary parts of it. And now you're gonna taste is like the peel part.
I'm out now, so I gotta open the other one.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna down this. Oh, I wanted to say too, Chris, we have a viewer.
We have a viewer?
Yeah, we had two.
Oh,
But we have a viewer. Thank you.
If you're still watching.
Yeah.
Watching.
Thank you. I don't know if
So this is the second one.
And
Guys and girls.
Thank you, Bill,
Yeah,
for
no,
look at we're getting another pour there, like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna down this a little bit.
Thank
Okay,
you,
so you want to do your chug thing now?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little, just a little
Here.
chug
Go
thing.
for it. I'll pretend.
Okay,
I'm gonna do a little chug.
Ready?
All right.
So, ready?
Cheers.
Jess.
Cheers, everybody.
You guys are slow, man.
You know what? That's delicious going down fast.
Actually, that is.
Yeah.
That's not hard at all. It's not rough.
I get the little alcohol sensation in my cheeks.
Now I'll pull it
But
back up.
I do have a lot of 9.5% alcohol in my body right now, so
Yeah.
that might have done me a little bit.
Yeah.
That was really good.
That was really good.
That was really good.
So now
I
I'm
need
gonna
another bottle.
Well, we have a little bit left here. I'll just give you a little sample here. Have some of that.
Mm.
Want a little bit more?
I'll split it.
And after this, though, I don't have any more of this Götterdämmerung, but I've got
We got some other
I
stuff.
got some George Killian Red and some George Killian Stout in the fridge.
Okay, well, before we get that far, before we start chit-chatting bullshit, let's go ahead and
Let's do some rating here.
let's
get everyone
say
to
what we
talk
think
about.
of this beer.
So
I've been
I
sick of
know,
rating for the last
Bill, on your show that you guys don't actually grade beers. You just enjoy
No.
them until I've tried. I'm starting to now take a step back and not grade my beers because I am not a connoisseur at all, and I shouldn't be. But you know what? I do start doing now is a thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We dumbed it down a lot.
Yeah.
Before
Well,
we
see,
used to grade it.
The thing with our show is we realized we shot some videos on some kind of crappy beer, and we're like, they weren't interesting to watch because we just like, this kind of sucks, and we didn't talk about it very much. We're just like, I don't like this, and Kenny's like, yeah, I don't like it either, and that's like the end of the video. It's kind of like, wow, that's really stupid to watch.
So what do you do?
So we just basically, we never even posted those videos, and we basically just said, we're only going to review beers that are good. So if you
But you know
see a beer on our show, you know that it's good.
Okay, now I know that you, Bill. I know that you like this beer called Lagunitas Sucks. Now,
Love it.
No, hold on, check this out. So William and I tried this beer, and I wasn't ready for that tiny thing. And so what we did was we didn't like this beer. Instead of just saying a thumbs down, we actually took it out back and shot it.
Well, we weren't going to do a show at all. We weren't going to do a show at all. So we decided, let's just do a quick little thing saying Lagunitas sucks. Period.
Yeah.
That's what
I
we did.
wish-
It sucks.
All right,
I
see
wish-
you next week. So we shot it.
I wish.
I used CG, but we shot it.
I wish you guys had a bottle of that right now, because I tell you what,
Try it out there.
you know what, if you guys enjoy this now, go back to Lagunitas Sucks, and you'll love it.
Yeah.
Well, the thing of it is I wasn't ready for my beer to taste like it was made from leftover Christmas tree water.
Right.
That's what it
was-
seems like to me.
it
But
did
now I know that
create-
hops and combinations of things create that on purpose.
Right.
But I thought somebody got this wrong. It's like no,
And hops.
Wrong.
I'll be honest. Let me tell you how I got into hops. Back in 2000, 1999, 2000, I only drank beer that was black. because I didn't like beer at all. I didn't like beer because I thought it was Bud Miller Coors, and that tastes like ass. So I never drank it. So someone gave me a Guinness, and I was like, awesome! This is beer. This is awesome. This is totally different.
I'm into my Guinness too. I like Guinness.
Right. And so then I said, okay, only beer that is black is good. Everything that is not black, anything that is that color, is not good. So I was drinking that, and then I found a bottle of Arrogant Bastard by Stone.
Yes.
And I don't know if you've ever actually read the back of that bottle, but it insults you.
Have you had it?
And it says on the label, it says, "This is an aggressive beer. You probably won't like it. We doubt you have the taste and sophistication to appreciate a beer of this caliber." It just mocks you, basically.
Yeah, like
It
challenges
just
you.
talks. I mean, the beer in the
You will
store
not-
just talks shit on you. You know, it's
You
like,
will not enjoy it.
you know, you're a loser. Yeah, it's like you're a loser and you're not going to enjoy this. So this is only made for those people. And so I was like, fuck you. This beer's not going to tell me, what I like and what I don't. And so I bought it, and I never had anything with hops in it before. And I took a sip of that, and I was like, whoa, that was harsh. But it seemed harsh to me. But at the same time, if I didn't like it, then the bottle was right. And I wasn't going to give it. I wasn't going to let that bottle be right. I kept drinking it.
I would have been like,
I kept
like, the bottle is right. The bottle is right.
the cake is alive. And so I kept giving it to my friends, and they're like, "Oh my god, that's so bitter! How can you drink that?" And I'm like, "Fuck you! That's what you don't like it. That's what
You're part of this.
And
You're a wuss.
yeah. And so,
Bow down to the bottom.
but that doing that and kind of forcing through that, those hops grew on me, and I was able to appreciate things like IPAs and whatnot. Although stouts are still my and are still my favorites.
Yeah, my favorites right now are Hefeweizens and lagers. I guess the lighter beers.
He likes the
Okay.
lighter beers for sure.
You need to try an XPA.
An XPA.
XPA.
What is
XPA is an extra pale ale. So it's about 4.5%, but it's got some good hops to it. Not like a shit ton of hops, not like crazy like this. But basically cut this in half in terms of hop bitterness, in terms of alcohol. Cut this in about half, and you'll kind of have a good idea of what an XPA is. Super drinkable. Just great to pair with food. Try that. I don't know. We have some bitchin' Mexican food. I mean, Kenny owns a Mexican restaurant. So you do an XPA with like a bowl of ceviche. You guys know what ceviche is?
I've heard you guys mention it, but I don't know what that is.
Ceviche is basically a Mexican dish where they take fish and they just basically put lime and lemon juice, citric acid in it, and they actually let the fish cook by the lime juice.
I've heard of that.
I've had it. It's really even if you don't like fish, which I don't, I will eat that because it's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
Now you pair this. If you pair a beer like this, or you pair an XPA up with that beer, because Kenny and I do a beer dinner every month, and
yeah, you guys. I watched a couple of those, but I haven't seen some on your channel very much anymore.
No,
but I thought that was fun to watch.
We did a few of those, and we didn't seem to get a lot of hits on it, and it was kind of hard to do those.
Maybe if you just did like 1 or 2 meals, how it would go, just really simple. That way you could do more often.
What's the restaurant called?
Cabo Taco Baja Grill.
You know what? That reminds me. This is a little. We'll talk about this more off the air. But I really want to come to California, and I want to try that. I want to go to that restaurant.
Yeah.
I want to do it. I want to do a give it a shot. I want to give it a shot.
Where are you
That would be bitchin'. We'd love to have you hang out in our
back in the bar.
American Beer TV studio.
Awesome.
It's actually in the back room of the restaurant. So that's where our little American Beer TV studio is.
Yeah.
So come on back there, and that would be bitchin'.
Mine is
down
the
anytime.
G1 Studios, which stands for garage. This is
Yeah.
Where are you guys located?
We're in La Mirada, California, which is basically about a little bit outside of LA, on the east side of LA.
kind of Anaheimish.
Yes. Actually, we're a little bit west of Anaheim. I can hear the fireworks from Disneyland every night.
There you go.
And then I've only been there 3 times in my life. Everybody else out here fucking worked at Disneyland. They just that's the thing.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Yeah.
Never been there.
So
I had to use a bathroom. Stopped at Disneyland.
Really?
I'm
no, $55 for parking. Fuck that. No.
What?
Well, when you got
It's like
Are you serious? $55 for?
it's crazy expensive. It's nuts.
All right, you guys. You know, I've got like a sip left, and I'm ready to give this a rating.
A grade? Okay, I gotta pour more here.
Yeah.
You guys have made me go through 2 bottles of this. I've gone through both bottles. Now they're empty.
Dude,
Look at this.
I'm okay, and I've only had a.
I know. I'm feeling. I need some air.
Oh, I'm doing fine.
You guys have air conditioning there, right?
Yeah, we do need a fan.
But-
I'm gonna go.
But then again, I
I
do drink a lot.
Yeah, we'll break.
Okay.
I think,
You know what?
I think those are okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so-
Bill. You know, so if you were gonna give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, what would you say?
I don't have enough thumbs.
How many?
Yeah.
4.
8, 7, I don't know. 36. What the fuck? I don't know. I really like the beer, but also not just for what it is and what it tastes. I really like the experimental concept of this beer and the outside of the box thinking when it comes to crafting a beer. That's what craft beer is about to me. Like going, what if we did this? What if we did, took a porter and put vanilla beans in it? What if we did,
Right, it's just experimental. Yeah.
and that's the essence of craft beer, and I love that, and I applaud it, and I think it's fantastic, and I think the results are eminently drinkable as well.
I think that's a good assumption. Well, so William, we have drank the most bitter. Well, as far as the IBUs go, the highest, and it's very high in ABV. So, what do you think of this?
What I think I can't even think right now. The fact I feel pretty darn tipsy.
Oh, here we go.
But okay. First of all, I give it a thumbs up. First of all,
Yeah.
I give it a thumbs up before I say anything.
Wow, that's good.
Very high in alcohol content. I've had a glass and a half.
Is that part of the thumbs up? The reason
yeah,
why?
Yeah.
All right.
Thumbs up. It's because you only need a glass and a half. At least for somebody like me, I only need a glass and a half of it. I'm already feeling like this. That's good. That's not bad. The only problem is like you only pour it once.
Yeah.
So like you said, Bill, they need to do this.
I'm hoping German IPAs become a thing, man. I really am.
So if they could make it like a lesser, what do you say? It's like a 6.5 version of this.
Yeah.
That would be
If you picked up a 6-pack of a 6.5 version of this at like 60, 70 IBUs, fucking drink that all day.
I still like to keep it up in the 9s though, because if it's just a glass and a half of this,
it's kind of nice. But I don't think they could do that every regular.
Anyway,
Stone could do that. They do crazy shit.
Yeah.
They're nuts. They've been voted the best brewery on planet Earth several times.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
So they are badass.
So your verdict is
it's thumbs up. I give it thumbs up again, but it makes it 2 now. It is very high in hops and whatnot, so it is going to be bittery because from 2.
Who do you keep looking at over there?
We have a board
Yeah, we have.
that has the information on it. So.
Oh, okay.
We have a TV down here. The monitor.
Oh wow!
So
I don't have any of that.
TV,
I'm just.
2 monitors off that way. And we got
a lot of equipment just going on over there.
I got a behind the scenes that you can look at.
I'm sorry if I keep on. I look like it's part of the alcohol too.
I think there's a stripper.
Oh, that would make more sense.
2 female, 1 male.
Is that why these guys aren't looking over there at all?
So we're not looking over there at all. Yeah.
Okay, very hoppy, but it's a great beer. Give it a shot.
Cool.
All right, John. So what do you think of this?
Wow.
Is this the most extreme we've had yet?
I'll have to admit, I think this is the first time I've other than a barley that I've drinking a beer with this much alcohol in it, and I'm really impressed for a couple of reasons. That even though it's an IPA, it's very smooth, and I think the sweetness behind it being an imperial or whatever have you really kind of keeps it from getting to you. So as that hop goes over your tongue, and I like how Bill pointed out that it numbs you up a little bit. It numbs your tongue up to the hop.
Yeah.
And as you drink it, it's an experience. It's like listening to a song or something where as you drink it, you're getting different feelings and different tastes and smells even.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it smells spicy part of taste, but I like that. I really like that. And what's weird, this is what tripped me out. I don't know if this is just me or not, but when I got to the very end of what I was drinking here, I did kind of a rinse around in my mouth, and it was butter, almost like a wine. And it hit me like a brick wall. I was like, whoa, I'm gonna have to give this a thumbs up too, because even I'm not an IPA person. I'm slowly kind of getting there, with IPAs and thinking into the flavors. But yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm feeling.
It's on you now, Chris.
Chris,
I've got a pretzel in my mouth. I'm sorry. I need more beer.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. You guys are all out over there.
Yeah,
I know.
I came prepared.
It's a sad moment.
So, this is the highest IBU that I've had, but you know what? The way they balanced this beer, they did such a good job that it didn't throw me off like the numbers would have.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that Bill talked me. He said this is a really super interesting beer, and he's right. Even though he's a true connoisseur, and we're just amateurs, but you know what? He's right. This is worth drinking, guys. So if you see this and you've got $7 to spare for a 22-ounce bottle of this, go for it. It's really good. So
before it runs out.
So
it's gonna be gone. I'm working down at a liquor store now. I'm their craft beer manager, and we got in 2 cases of this, sold out in 5 hours.
Wow!
Now we got 5 cases back in, and we're yesterday, and we're already through 2.5 cases. So we're just blowing this stuff out. It's going to be real hard to find. It's an amazing beer. Some people aren't getting it. It's kind of fun. It's kind of funny to me. Even hopheads, even people who love hops, some of them are having a hard time with this beer. So you know what? Kudos to you guys. One, for being willing to give it a shot.
Yeah.
There you go. and 2, I knew I had to challenge you guys. I couldn't just come on and give you some, lackadaisical milk toast kind of beer. I had to challenge you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad you did.
The hoppiest, probably biggest IBU. And I went back and I watched some of your hoppy videos, and you guys are just like, oh my God, -2.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I'm like, oh fuck, they're gonna hate this beer. They're gonna be like, oh, my mouth is being sandblasted. Fuck you, Bill. You're never coming on our show again.
When we had the Bud Light, that one was high in hops.
The triple hop process.
Yeah.
They use 3 whole hops per entire
That's ridiculous.
500 barrel batch.
It's ridiculous.
But and so I'm really pleased that you guys liked it. I don't want to give you something that I think you guys will be like, fuck this is drain pour this fucking shit out.
No,
that's not my goal.
This was truly fun to drink. This was an experience. This is like a lesson in some beer. So
you're right. It is, because no one has ever done a beer like this before. So you guys know the story behind an IPA, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know the history of IPA?
Between the British and India, right?
Right, and they had to sail they had to ship it down.
So.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't make. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear it? You guys have no beer. Go get up and get some beer. Go get some beer.
Do you want to end the?
You know what? We'll talk some more. But
okay.
we're gonna end the liveness. So
you gotta rate it,
and then next time you can hear the IPA story.
Okay. And then we'll do another episode.
Next time you can hear it.
And then
we'll talk more about the IPA story.
Exactly. That's a good idea.
But rate it.
Okay. So the way that I feel about this beer, guys, is that definitely give it a shot. I say thumbs up. It's kind of a fancy beer, so get it while supplies last. I don't think it's gonna last very long.
You got like 15,000 thumbs up.
I don't think it's gonna last very long. So you can find the Götterdämmerung. What is it? Götterdämmerung IPA.
Götterdämmerung.
Make sure you say it.
No, you gotta say it like a metal band. Dude, you got the long hair. You're into metal, right? So you gotta do it like the death metal. You gotta go Götterdämmerung.
Yay!
Götterdämmerung.
That's pretty good.
That's really good.
Dude,
I can't do it. I got a sensitive voice. I can't do it.
is that the only thing sensitive, or are there other sensitive points? Oh, there you go. You can tell we're all got a little buzz now.
Yeah.
All right, guys, from Give It a Shot.
Thank you, everybody.
And American Beer TV, guys.
And American Beer TV.
One more thing.
What's that?
Okay, so Chris and I were trying to get 100 subscribers.
Yes, I need 100 subscribers. I'm at about 36 at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do some stuff, guys, where if I get YouTube will allow me to do some live streaming besides Google Hangouts, which I think is great, and I will still use them. But I want to be able to upstream like directly to YouTube from my studio, and I need 100 subscribers even to be considered.
So tell your friends. Tell your friends.
I will. I'll post it.
Everybody.
I'll post it on my stuff. So.
Well, thank you very much, Bill.
Yes.
Not a problem, guys.
And after that, so Bill and I, if you want to hang on, we're gonna end the show here, but we're gonna hang on and then we'll talk some more. But thanks everybody for watching, and get yourself some Stone 17th
Stone
anniversary.
17th.
Wrong IPA.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers.
All right. Thanks. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.